Hey everybody, welcome back to 100 Days of Wicca. My name is Christifer, and in today's video we're going to talk about Mabon. Now, of course, before we jump into the video, disclaimer, disclaimer, disclaimer. There are so many ways to practice the Wiccan religion, I can't even count it for you, because there is literally for every single Wiccan in the world, that is a way that you can practice Wicca. There is a different way for absolutely everybody, so if you are a Wiccan who disagrees with my point of view, that is awesome, because that's what's going to start a conversation. So if you have a different belief or a different understanding of something, please, please, please start a conversation with me down in the comments section, because I don't want to just talk at you, I want to talk with you. So let's get to know each other and become like friends and get to know a little bit more about this beautiful, beautiful religion. But on the other side of that, if you are new to the Wiccan religion, please make sure that you don't just watch this video and then take it as law, because you are going to find something that may work the same way that I do it, but that you can tweak a little bit to feel just a little bit better for you. So please, please, please make sure you are doing your research with more than just my videos, because I know quite a bit, but I know what works for me. So I have no idea what's going to work for you. I can just get the ball rolling. And secondly, I believe in the validity in every religion. Completely, absolutely. I am not in any way trying to disrespect you or your religious beliefs. If you do feel like that has happened with this or any of my other videos, please understand that that has never been and will never be my intention. This is a really, really, really long disclaimer. I am not here to try to insult you or your faith. All I ask is that you do the same for me. Let me believe what makes me feel good, and I will let you believe what makes you feel good. On with the video. Mabon is the first day of autumn. It's the autumn equinox, or the fall equinox. Equinox means equal. So the night and the day are totally equal. The time between the two is exactly even. And it's coming up very, very soon. So in the northern hemisphere, which is where I live, the autumn equinox is in September. It's usually between the 20th and the 23rd. This year it is on the 22nd. The day itself is the second of the 3 harvest festivals. So the first one is Lammas, which is the first day of August, and then we have Mabon, which is what we're just about to celebrate, and then the third and most popular one is Samhain, which some people call Samhain, and most people call Halloween, which is obviously the last day of October. Those are the 3 holidays where we're kind of reaping what we've sown throughout the year, and we're kind of accepting the work that we've done and preparing ourselves for the cold, dark months to come. For a lot of people, Mabon specifically is a day that is perfect for a rededication to the craft. There are a lot of new deities that are coming into power at this time of the year, and a lot of them are considered to be very, very powerful, and a lot of them are very, very well known. Goddesses like Hecate and Demeter, and gods like Hades are really coming into power at this time. Persephone is really, really noticed at this time, especially with the descent of the goddess rite, which I'll talk about in a minute. And because this is the time of rededicating yourself to the craft, this is also the time that a lot of solitary Wiccans who are practicing, or even witches who are getting ready to work with covens, will go through either a dedication or a self-dedication ritual and really dive deeper into learning about the craft. And they use the darker months to kind of represent the mystery behind what they're learning. And for a lot of people, this is when you really start looking inside at what needs to be worked on for the next phase of your life. Because we spend a lot of the summer months just being out and sending all of our inner energy out into the world, and we don't really hold a lot of it back, and we don't get a chance to reflect in and see where it is that we are in our lives until this point, when we spend a little bit more time inside and things get a little bit quieter and we're not out gallivanting in our swim shorts all the time. I didn't do that once this year. I didn't go swimming at all this year. That was off topic. But it is a time that is, because it's getting a little bit colder, we spend a little bit more time inside the house, often alone, more time up here, and we really get to see where we are in our journey and what we need to do to take the next couple of steps. Now, like I mentioned just a little while ago, this is a time when we see a rite performed, or a ritual performed, and it focuses around what we call the descent of the goddess, which comes from the story of Persephone, who is a Greek goddess, who goes for a little walk out in the woods one day, and while she's out, she is kidnapped and raped by the god of the underworld, Hades, who falls in love with her and demands that she not leave the underworld. And the underworld is a lot like the world of the fairies, where you're known to not be allowed to eat or fall asleep. and while she's there, Persephone eats one seed from a pomegranate. And her mother, Demeter, who is an earth goddess, is spending this time looking for her, which sends the world into a little bit of chaos, and the summer ends, fall and winter strike up while she's out searching. Now, when she finally finds Persephone, it is far too late, and she's already eaten that seed from a pomegranate, which means that she must return and spend half of the year in the underworld. And her mother, every year during the same point in the cycle, stops caring for the earth so she can go and try to find Persephone, which means that every year a new set of seasons has been added to the cycle, which are autumn and winter, or the sleeping months, the months where Demeter is not caring for the world. But luckily, at the end of every winter, right before spring hits, Demeter finds Persephone and she takes her back into the light, and the world starts to come back to us again. It's a beautiful story and I love it very much, but we focus a lot on that during this time because we start to understand that the world is falling asleep and it is time for things to become a little bit quieter. And for a lot of witches, because this is a time when there's a lot of foliage falling off of the trees, this is often the time when witches make their wands. So if there's a specific type of tree that kind of calls out to a witch, or a specific type of wood, then if we can find that tree, we'll often go back and check it to see if it has dropped any of its branches, and we'll often ask it to do that. And if it does grant that wish, then it will drop a branch for us at some point. When we go back to get it, it has given us the gift of a wand of our own choosing. So if you see someone scrambling around the base of a tree and picking up random pieces of wood, chances are you just saw yourself a witch. Now at this time we're also seeing the power of the god starting to wane a little bit, and the power of the goddess really starting to rise up, because the day is becoming a little bit shorter and the night and the power of the moon is getting a little bit stronger and a little bit longer. So you're going to see a lot more Wiccans during this time focusing a lot more on their goddess worship than on their god worship. This is one of the Sabbats that for a lot of witches actually kind of gets forgotten, because we start using this time to prepare for the next one, which I don't think is super fair. I think Mabon is a beautiful Sabbat that really focuses on understanding that the world's about to fall asleep, and I always try to use this time to prepare for the cold months. I think that that's really important, and not just like storing food like a squirrel, but really making sure that I'm ready to be inside my own head a little bit more and trying to clear out the junk that I might have stored up in there during the summer. So if you are one of the Wiccans who kind of ignores the Mabon season, please don't. Use it to get yourself ready, because the winter can seem really dark if you haven't taken this season to prepare yourself. So make sure that you do that, because once Samhain hits, it just gets colder and colder and colder until Persephone is found. So make sure that you spend some time getting yourself ready for it. But that is just like a teeny tiny little look at Mabon, or the Autumn Equinox. I want you to take it on yourself to make sure that you look up this wonderful holiday, learn some things about it, maybe take some time to celebrate it as well. There are a lot of things that happen. Pumpkin carving during this time is always a lot of fun to do. Harvest barbecues, go ahead and do that, because it is going to be too cold to do it soon. There are so many things. So that is going to be it for today. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope it inspired you to go out and learn some things about Mabon. I'm going to try to make sure that there is a video up for every Sabbat within the week before it. So if you haven't had a chance to learn about it yet, hopefully this inspires you to learn a little bit about it before it gets here, because it's only a couple of days away. If you learned something new, please let me know by giving this video a giant thumbs up. That would really help me out so much. And like I said, these are not just videos, these are conversations, and I want to be able to have a conversation with you. So please jump down into those comments down below and let's get talking. If you're new to the channel and you haven't done it yet and you'd like to learn some more, make sure you hit that subscribe button, because I make a lot of videos all of the time, and it would just feel so good for you to be here with me as the videos come up. So please go ahead, hit that subscribe button. I'll wait. Did you do it yet? Why not? Go do it. But thank you so much for stopping by, and until next time, merry meet, merry part, merry meet again, and as always, blessed be.